I will walk you through the 7-step process we are using currently to close more deals, and for some of you this can help you to 10x your deal closing ability without changing your offer, changing your business. And I'm gonna give you actually super practical things, like really super practical things on how to do it. Okay, so this is a framework, okay? First of all, I've used this myself to generate more than 3.9 million cash collected in the company and get 2,100 premium clients across 26 countries. So many of them. This is the big map. I'm gonna have a different video explaining specifically every step of the way, but in this video, I'm gonna give you the big framework, practical things, applications, so you can use it, okay? This is our deal flow, deal value, deal flow in the pipeline. You can see like millions, etc. So let's start off with number one. First step is to get more leads, get new leads. Then add the leads to a CRM. Then immediately add the lead to a hot retargeting list for your ad campaigns, for your pixels, etc. Then add the lead to email sequences, building relationships. Then assign the lead to a setter based on their skill or experience. So for example, we mark leads based on their income they select in a form. So if they say huge income, we give them to the best setter. Low income, we give them to the maybe not the best setter, okay? Notify the setter about that they have received a lead. This is one example. They receive this also on their WhatsApp and they receive it in Slack. So I use Slack. Immediately, boom, they're like, oh yeah, new lead for me, let's go. Number two, okay, setter calls the leads, right? If the connection is with the lead, they go to step number 3. If they don't connect with the lead, this is what typically happens, because if you're working internationally from Europe or America, etc., people don't pick up the phone. Like, it's normal. So when they don't pick up the phone, and a quick reminder, call leads very, very fast, as soon as you can. At least in 30 seconds would be ideal, but under 5 minutes should be the KPI for averaging on the working time, the setter calling a new lead. If they don't respond, that lead, or they don't pick up the phone, mark it in the CRM, then add the lead to an email sequence, email follow-up sequence based on them not picking up the phone. This is crucial. Then send a manual WhatsApp message. Works tremendously well in European markets. Super nice work. This like a WhatsApp message. Then add them to an auto dialer. We used to call this boiler. So basically it's an auto dialer, like it looks like this. So you add all of the leads every day. At the end of the day, you add them and then you just do auto dialing, where the dialer does quadruple dials per lead, and they just, if the lead picks up, then it connects with an agent and it doesn't call either no more. This is how we at the end of the day sometimes call 3,000 leads in like 1 hour, like leveraging tools, leveraging systems. Okay, this is one example. And what does this do? What does this do? It gives us a 10 to 30% bump. So if we are booking, let's say 10% from leads to meetings, with this, we add 2% to that thing. So it's not crazy efficient thing, but it does improve the whole KPIs, the whole numbers, your cost per acquisition, cost per client. So it's a cool thing to do, okay? So step number 3, you're talking with the lead. The setter's goal is to do a triage, qualify them, and get them to step number 4. So if they do not qualify, again, add a lost reason. This is where you get feedback for marketing. So they see, oh, these leads like 40%, not our ideal customer. This is where you get the data back to marketing, because you add the conversational result. Was it a good lead, bad lead, etc. You make it. If they're not qualified, make sure you add the reason. Then additional things you should do. Send them some value resources. Send them some value emails, because, you know, you want to be cool. You want to build relationships. You want to build, like long-term relationship, because some people, okay, maybe the lost reason was they're just not qualified financially. You know, send them a resource, materials. Maybe they sell a house. Maybe they come up with $1 million or $500,000 or 100,000, euros, etc. So they will be a prospect later down the line. So you want to build a good relationship, okay? If that person is qualified, we're agreeing on the date and filling out a booking form to get them booked, okay? It looks like this. Main things I would recommend most of us to do, have a real problem for the customer. Have that problem, the customer says, hey, I want to solve it now, or I want to solve it within 4 weeks, then I would book the call. Have a decision maker on the call, or if they don't have a decision maker, or they are not decision maker, try to get both of them join the call, or reschedule when they can do it together. And most likely try to kind of see situational awareness if they're unemployed. Also, I would mark it as a red flag, because typically in a B2C offer, this could be a big thing. about, you know, their financial capacity to invest in something that, you know, like health, relationships, or making money things. So it's going to be a little bit difficult and think tricky. Here, what I have seen, kind of, this is my form. This is what I use. You can just, you know, copy paste. If you're also helping people to make money, this could be a good thing. And these are my problems that we solve. If they're different for you, just, you know, adjust that thing. Step number 5. Once you schedule using this thing, I use OneHub, but you can use whatever you like. A cool tool is like TidyCal. It's like one-time payment and you can use it, you know, forever. Or at least that's what I say. Step number 5, leads get booked on the calendar. Send them a confirmation email, you know, confirmation email. And also in that email, you can see here the confirmation email. They will be redirected to a thank you page. What I would recommend and what we do and what we want people to do is watch this short video. That's what we want them to do. And we want them to confirm it in the email, like you see here. Confirm the meeting. Very important. Confirm the meeting. And then we ask, and here's more like, you know, like customer testimonials, etc., etc. This video, again, it's more about who we are, how we help, what's the trust, what's our experience, and I show some things behind the scenes so people are like, oh, these guys are like a real deal. And we ask them to really send us a reply yes. 30 to 50% of people actually do it, so it's a nice thing. It just gets them engaged, gets them excited, gets them to thinking about, okay, I'm have this meeting, like let's go. Because our show up rate is really good. It's like from 60 to 90% show up rate we have. So it does change based on weeks, so, you know, I'm just telling you how it is. This is what we do, and then they need to watch the video, and then we do something that is going to be interesting for you to see, because what we do. So we send these people, like in the email sequences, right? In the email sequences, when they have it, we send them to a case study playlist. This is a playlist, you see, many case studies. We send them to a case study playlist. That's number 1. We send them, of course, to our YouTube channel, which of course needs to have way more subscribers, but it's okay. We're working hard to do it. You know, we're working hard to do it. Then we're sending them to our website, which has the most recent wins and some of the cool case studies we have gotten, and like jillion views and recent reviews, etc. And then we're doing email and SMS, and this is the cadence per hour per, you know, like how we do it. And this is what they see in the SMS. So this they see in SMS. Then the cool thing we do. So this is the step where, okay, we have booked the call. So we have booked the call. So the setter does a transfer of trust message in WhatsApp. And basically that's based on their conversation. It looks like this. I'm not going to read it, but it looks like this. And they also, the setter knows, okay, which closer is going to have the call, right? They know which closer is going to have the call. So here is an example of that. And then my setter team has specific videos for each of my closers, so they can adjust it, because this is like, for example, Gabriel, I have Thomas, Lauris, other people. So, you know, they are sending specific video with the person they're gonna meet. And I'm kind of the person they have seen on the front lines in the ads. It's like, you know, it gives immediate authority to this guy closing that deal, you know, like it's like a cool thing. And of course, keep the conversation going in WhatsApp. The setter also has a responsibility to remind them about the meeting 1 day or 12 hours before. And of course, the setter asks them, have they seen the video? And the video is what I showed you, like this video. Like, for example, right, the video, this is the transfer of trust video, right? Why am I doing all this shit, right? Like, oh man, Niks, this is so much work. I know, like if you want to close more deals, you know, you need to do some nuances, some different things to do that, okay? So the problem is leads don't know who you are. They just saw an ad, learned about you. They're not willing to pay right away. The purpose of doing all of this is to decrease the sales cycle, so make the deal faster, make it possible for people to sign up and buy faster. It is to build trust using your insights, and it's like basically to get them to know you, like you, and that will help you to close the deal faster. And here's an illustration of what we basically do, because we send them emails, YouTube videos, free trainings, VSL, sales calls, client interviews. You know, like we're sending multiple things in the emails, WhatsApps, transfer of trust, etc. to do that. Okay. Number 6, we're having the sales call. Deep dive into the client situation, see if we can help. If we can help, propose a solution. If we're not, point them to a different direction. If the lead agrees on partnership, step number 7. If the lead doesn't agree, sales team manager gives feedback on what should be done better. Because every time a lead has a meeting with us, we get feedback for what happened on that call. So it's like an automated thing, basically, where I see, okay, this closer moved this deal to that position. Information about the client, information about who said it, the challenge, why didn't you close it, next time improvement, because it's like immediate feedback, next steps, etc. You know, it's a great feedback mechanism we can build in. Basically, we're using our CRM, Zapier, and then Slack, where we see it. That's done. This is what we use in the sales calls. We use like a diagnostic document, basically checking what's happening, what's not. So the customer sees, oh, the red zone, those are my problems. And and then they bring the thing that how we can help them to solve those things, and that the logical reason is to buy our service, and then we're going to help you to do that. If the closer is confident that the client is a good fit and they will close, but there's just something missing, we use the red zone request. What is the red zone? In American football, the red zone is the area of the field between 20-yard line. I have never played American football, by the way, but like, it's a cool analogy. It makes sense. It's easy to see. So we're gonna get the ball across the red zone, okay? The finish line, the last thing. What it is basically, it is where my closers have like a Google form. They just fill out about the customer, about the information. I receive it in Asana, like a task. Hey, Niks, do this job. So I receive a task, and then I just create a quick Loom video, which is typically 3 to 10 minutes, where I explain, show how we could help, how we can help, how we have helped before. And I'm kind of like trying to build some relationship, because at the end of the day, they will have access to me because I'm involved in the fulfillment. I'm involved in delivering the service, in consulting. It's kind of a cool thing to do. It's like, we have seen, every time I do it, 1 out of 3, confirms and jumps in. So cool thing. Number 7, and last step. We send them a welcoming email automatically. So once they buy it, they receive a welcoming email. Here, a cool thing we do, we again pre-frame them about what's gonna be necessary for you to be successful with us. Like 4 things: trust the process, 100% responsibility, have fun, be coachable, show up for yourself no matter what. Because it's not just about us helping customers. It's also about them using the service to the fullest extent and actually, being sharp. Then we also send them a legal agreement also immediately. So we have an ops person that just uses online documents to sign documents. So it's, we're protected because of no disputes or some other legal things which can happen. So if you have a signed document, it's much safer for you as a business. So it's like minimizing risk for the business. Then we do information transformation. So not transfer of information. So my client success team immediately sees, hey, new customer, this is them, who's calling, who's jumping in. And they just like see it, click on it, and then they can go and see the whole information about the customer. So that happens automatically. So break down what you should focus on, get more leads, use a CRM, connect with leads, ASAP, triple dial leads, send emails, WhatsApps, SMS to leads, follow up more, create sales assets like customers, testimonials, case studies, reviews, YouTube videos, materials, documents like you're seeing right now, etc. Train your team daily, execute, get feedback, and improve. Additional resources. If you're interested in building a remote appointment setter team, here's an additional resource we have created that basically walks you through what is the main thing. It's like 8 pages long document, talking about stuff that can help you if you have appointment setters. So I hope this video was valuable. If you want to get this document below the video, you can just download it, check it out, use it, close more deals, get more sales. And I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments some questions you have, or just let me know how this style of video was, because this is something new we're doing. So stay sharp, make a move, stay sexy. I'm like very sexy right now with the Christmas thing. So let's see you in the next video.